Good morning, good evening, and welcome back to another Unikiba Let's Play. Well, technically, this isn't a Let's Play video. I am here on the Herpderpia server. I've had quite a few people ask me, can I join the server? I would love to let most of you join the server, not Jube. I put the sign back. It needed to be there. We are actually, as I've said before, we are accepting applications to the server. We definitely want more people to play that are going to play often. This is new. The official server suggestion board of Herpderpia. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I am the main admin of the server, obviously, because I run the server, but there's also Cole. So, for some of you guys who I personally would just say, yeah, sure, come on in. It's kind of a team thing. We all vote, basically, on who gets in and who doesn't. But we are accepting applications to join the server, and we definitely want more people on the server, especially people who are going to play and play often and build well and not build crappy things. Adam moved his house. Why'd you move your house, bro? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Everything is just... We do definitely want people to play with us. And it's not a question of us saying no. It's a question of people not submitting things to us so that we can say yes or no. If it were up to me, I would probably just say yeah to a couple of you guys. What? What? There are currently... actually, let me check real quick. I'm just gonna do a little bit of totally professional AFKing. There are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 people on the whitelist. Of those 19, there are 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 everyday players. And I don't mean like everyday, like literally, I mean people who log in often enough to be considered active members. To be fair, most of our members are busy with schedules and whatnot. But that still doesn't, like, that doesn't sit well with me. This is not enough people on this server. It feels dead to me. And that's one reason people aren't playing, is because it feels dead. And nobody wants to play on a dead server. You might as well be playing single player at that point. Now, I do know that some of the people on the server have lag issues. Some of the people on the server have jobs and lives and stuff that they have to deal with. So I understand. But we are basically, this whole video, the whole point of this video is to give you guys, I'm trying to tell you how to submit. What we are asking you for a submission to the server, which will probably get you in you probably just have to submit. That's really it. I mean, no guarantee, but we're really not that picky. But we have to know, you know? So this video is gonna sit as a how-to apply to join Herpderpia server. And I know you guys might think it's a little cocky to be requiring applications for a server that is just this, but that's the reason that we're requiring applications, is because it's just this server. Like, this is our server. This is all we've got. And I know Spawn Town right now isn't the best looking. We're gonna clean it up. Well, everybody's kind of moved out of Spawn Town, and we may or may not be getting a new map soon. But either way, I forgot what I was talking about now. Alright, so I'm going to give you the list. Basically, I'm going to list off what we require of you in order to join the server. 1. Skype or Facebook. Actually, let me go get some signs and like put these on signs, just so it's like written down and I can keep focused a little easier. Ugh! I'm gonna kill whoever is doing this. Whoever is leaving trees with the tops in there. Cut them down! I can't tell if it's Adam or Cole. It's one of those two, and I don't think Cole would do that, but I also don't see Adam doing that. As young as he is, I think he knows better, and it probably bugs him just as much as it does me. Ooh, I wanted to try something. Hehehe, sweet. Okay, I need to cut down a tree. Those two are scenery trees. These are farming trees. Alright, see how this works, guys? You cut down the whole tree. Alright, I gotta find a... Fuck it, I'll make a crafting bench. Oh my god, it works! That is so cool! Yeah, we did just update to 1.5 today. And an example of how dead it is, brand new update, one person logged on for maybe 30 minutes. Really annoying. Oh wait, I can just do that, can't I? Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to use the back of Miles's board. 1. We require you to have Skype or Facebook. 2, we require you to have Skype or Facebook so that we can keep you updated on how the server is doing. We have a Facebook board for just the server, for the people on the server to connect to each other and talk about plans, what's going on, ask questions between other people. Hey, there's this giant castle that appeared out of nowhere. Who does it belong to? And believe it or not, that is actually a problem that is a whole different topic that I'm going to make a different video about. But yeah, so we need you to have Skype or Facebook. That way we can get a hold of you if the IP changes, if so other people can get a hold of you for different things, like say somebody needs to check and see if one of your old buildings, if you don't want it anymore, so they can take over some land, if they can move in next to you and have a problem with it or something. That's why we require a Skype or a Facebook. And we require Skype or Facebook because those are the two easiest to set up. I don't want to say trustworthy, but I kind of guess there really is no other word. Trustworthy places. I personally prefer Skype, but the Facebook board for Herpderpia is really, really convenient to talk to all of everybody at once, and those who care can check it. Because Skype, you have to check the message, otherwise you just get like a notification and it will never go away. But I personally don't like Facebook the way it's set up. That's just me. Now you might ask, why not? What other ones are there? Tumblr, Reddit, Twitter, other social networking sites, is because I personally do not use any of them. Well, I guess I do use Tumblr, but that's on my phone, and I really just do it when I'm bored. Anyway, Skype or Facebook to keep you in touch. 2, we need to know what you do. We need to know if you're an adventurer. We need to know if you're a redstone person, a builder, whether you're the kind of, and if you are, what, if, of those like 3 general types, what kind of blank are you? So if you're like a redstoner, do you do complex redstone like supercomputers, or do you build, you know, simple redstone gates and doors to hide everything within your base? We are really, really looking for redstoners at the moment. Keep that in mind. We are looking for good redstoners. Adventurers, are you the kind of person that's just gonna get on, get a good setup, and then start heading off in one direction and fighting everything through the night, never sleeping, blah blah blah? Are you gonna be like the kind of person who, like a hermit, you're gonna build a little hole in the wall and then you're just gonna spend a lot of your time, you know, outside of the actual house, but doing stuff with everybody else? Are you going to be the kind of person that will set up a giant mob trap? Are you going to be the kind of person who just does really big builds for like a houses and bases and towns and stuff? Are you going to... We basically want to know what kind of builder, adventurer, redstoner, blah blah blah. So, what do? What do you do? What do you do best? What are you good at? 3, we need proof. We need to see. If you're a builder, we need to see you build. We need to see what you can do. If you are an adventurer, send us some footage. Send us some snapshots. Snapshots are probably going to be the easiest, but footage, we are really, really looking for people who record. So actually, YouTube. Also, we're really, really looking for other people who will record as well as the rest of us who record. There are currently 2 people on the server who record. Me and Miles. I'm getting Cole set up to do it, and I believe Morgan has talked about doing so. Plus, I just realized Jinxie has his own YouTube channel as well. We really, really want people to record the server. That way we can all see different aspects. It's really fun when we can do that. Now, proof, I need some kind of a video response, a video to watch and reference to, screenshots. Send me some screenshots. Send me a world download with examples of what you can do. That way we can tell, you know, okay, this guy, he's pretty good with building. He can keep a color scheme going, blah, blah, blah. This guy can fight his way through a Vex map with ease. Because if you're a good adventurer, there's a very high chance if you're on the server, you will be asked to do a Vex map or something similar with one of us. Probably me and maybe Morgan. Because us 2 generally do adventure maps together. Let us know. We have to know. And I'm trying to make this sound as formal as I can without sounding mean. Because I tend to sound mean whenever I'm being formal and direct. But, that yeah, so far you need a Skype, Facebook, and or YouTube. Any combination of those 3. We'd prefer all 3. Prefer. Not necessary, but prefer. We need to know what you do, and we need to see how well you do it. Next, we need to know whether you're trustworthy. We need to be able to trust you. It is a personal computer. I went out and bought a computer specifically to host this server. It is a dedicated server, which means it's always running, always up. You will never not be able to connect unless there's a problem with internet or the computer is restarting or whatnot. But that is again why we have the Facebook page, so I can send out a notification, hey, their server will be down, I am updating, blah blah blah, stuff like that. But it is a computer that I own. It is not any kind of protected IP address. The server is whitelisted, so if you do get the IP address, you cannot join without being on the whitelist. But I know there are a lot of people out there who, with just the IP address, can do a lot of things to ruin someone's computer. So it's a personal OCD of mine that I don't want to just hand out the IP. It just doesn't feel safe to me. So I have to be able to trust you in order to keep that IP safe. Normally this means I have to know you in person, or I have to have a conversation with you, maybe through Skype, which is another reason why we like Skype. I want to be able to talk to you, hear your voice, hear the tones, because I'm pretty good at reading people. I can generally tell whether someone is got bad intentions or not. Not always. I've been screwed over a couple times by this, but generally I know what I'm talking about. So that's why I'd like to have conversations with you and stuff. Either that, or we will probably give you some kind of test. 5, you've got to impress us. Fuck you. If you can spell your no. You've got to impress us. There are 3 quote-unquote admins of the server. Me, Cole, and Morgan. Now, we are just now starting to decrease our own powers, because we do abuse the powers quite a bit. But me and Cole are the only ones that have access to powers. Like creative mode, server commands, blah blah blah. We're the only ops. We're the only people who are permitted to become ops. And this is a 100% vanilla server, as most of you know. So there's no bucket, there's no anything to protect any of this. There's no griefer protection, there's no creeper protection, there's no factions, there's no locked chests, nothing like that. 100% vanilla. Just that's it. But the only people who have access to any kind of power is me and Cole. Technically, there are 5 people in charge, kind of. Me, Cole, Morgan, and Shane. That's 4. I'm dumb. But, we're the main people of the server. And you have to impress 2 of 3 of us. Okay, that's just 2. 2 of 3. That's either me and Cole, me and Morgan, Cole and Morgan. That's it. You just have to impress 2 of 3 of us and you're in. And the way you impress us is by completing the first 4. You know, you just have to prove it to us. You have to make us want you on the server. Let's see, what else? I know there's more, I just can't think straight. Legitimacy. Something like that. I know that's completely spelled horribly, but whatever. Do not, if you do make it onto the server, do not ask for TPs. Do not ask for gifts. Do not ask to become ops. Do not ask for... I shouldn't say don't ask for anything, because most of the people on the server are very, very nice people and do not mind sharing and stuff like that. Do not ask to become in charge. Do not beg to get on the server. Do not try to guilt trip. Do not try to basically win our favor by anything other than pure skill. And again, the reason I'm going through all of this to accept people is because it's not a public server. I can't protect my computer. So I want to make sure that these people are worth it. I want to make sure that if I invite somebody, they're gonna be worth it. So I don't want to. As much as I would love to just, most of the people who want on the server are streamers, people from my live stream. And as much as I would love to just say, yeah, sure, come on board, I can't. There's just, it's not safe for me and my computer and the rest of the server. If I were to let one person on, just let one person on, they have access to my IP, and they send a virus or something, or they hack my computer, which I know is very paranoid of me. It's not really that easy, but it is that easy. If one person gets a hold of that, if that happens one time, I am out of computer. Me and 19 others are out of server to play on. That's 19 people who no longer have a way to play with each other and interact with each other in the same way that they could, and that's really, really heartbreaking. Some of you might not understand unless it happens to you, but we've lost this server once already. That time it wasn't some hacker or anything, it was just the computer we were using died. Because it was an old computer, it just wasn't cut out for it. But we've lost this server once, we just don't want to lose it again. That's why we're going through so much effort to prove. Alright, and number 7. You have to play. We want people who are going to play. I don't want to keep accepting people because they're friends or we know them and they just don't really play that often. I want people I don't know. I want to get to know you by playing with you. I want to play games. I want to collaborate on projects. I want people who are going to play and play often. Now, I'm not saying you have to log in every single day for a certain amount of hours. I just want people to play. Like I said, we have 4 active members out of 19, if that. And the only way to get that up is to have more people play. Because nobody wants to play alone. It just doesn't, it's not fun. That's why I haven't been playing on the server myself. I personally do not get on the server very often because I have no projects at the moment. And since I don't have a project, I don't have anything else to do because nobody else is to play with. Therefore, I don't have anything to go. I don't have any houses to go see. I don't have any projects to go help with. I don't have any of that. It's just not enough. Now, like I said, we might be getting a new map soon for those of you who are on the server and are watching this. And by the way, people who are watching this, I am so sorry how long this is taking. But this is important to me. 8. You just gotta get along. Get along with others. Respect others. Blah, blah, blah. That's it. Standard rules. Another little side note. There are quite a lot of bronies on this server. Which will kind of help your cause if you are one to get on the server. We're not prejudiced or biased towards them, but that's just a warning. I know a lot of people really don't like the whole brony thing, get really weirded out by it, and I'm just warning you, there are a lot of bronies on the server. None of the bronies on the server force it upon you. Nobody on this server says go watch the show. Or they suggest it. We all suggest it. We all suggest give it a shot. But nobody on this server is going to force it down your throat and try to force feed you like some religions do or something. And some people do consider My Little Pony its own religion of sorts. So it is not like most other religions. We're not going to force it down your throat. I'm just warning you that if you are on the server and you aren't a brony, there's going to be bronies. And they're going to talk about it. We're going to deal with it. And hopefully you're not one of those people who are so short-sighted that you can't just look past it. Past that, I really don't think there's anything else I want to add to this. Oh my god. Another thing that we really do say a lot is keep the IP hidden. That's part of the whole trusted thing. Keep the IP secret. Do not share it with anybody. Even if I personally send you a message in Skype saying, "Hey, what's the IP again?" Do not send it to me. Because it might not be me. Never, ever, ever share the IP. Even if it is with somebody who you know is already on the server. Do not share the IP. I am the only one who is permitted to give out the IP address. Unless I say otherwise, nobody has that authorization. If they give you the IP, tell me, and I will get on to them. If somebody asks you for the IP, you tell me, and I will tell it to them. Nobody has that authorization. And again, this is part of the whole keeping my computer safe so that I can keep the server running for longer. Alright. That is all. I am really sorry for how long this has taken to get out. I'm one of those people who's just very scatterbrained and talks and talks and talks. Can't help it. That's me. I'm really, really hoping that some of you weren't put off by this, and I'm really hoping that some people will apply to get on the server. And like I said, there's things you can do. You can send me video responses to this video. Send me messages on YouTube or Skype. My Skype is well known. Oh, I'm gonna love that. That is so beautiful. Sorry. My Skype isn't exactly a secret. As much as it should be, it's not. A lot of people that I really don't know have access to my Skype account. So I really don't mind sharing it. It is a little bit dangerous for me. I personally think I can handle it. If it's seriously a big, oh, this guy's gonna come to my house and kill me, blah, blah, blah. I have a 120-pound bag of razor-sharp swords under my bed. Good luck. And I am well practiced with them. So I'm not really worried about that kind of stuff. This is my Skype. Send me a message on Skype saying, "Hey, I'm blah blah blah. I heard that your server is accepting applications. Here's what I can do. How about it?" And I'll send that stuff to Cole, and Cole will be like, "Yeah, I like this." And if Cole doesn't, I'll send it to Morgan. Morgan will be like, "Oh, okay, this is all right." We're not so picky that we're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy builds with cobblestone and wood. He doesn't know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah." If I like your style, I'm going to like your style. You guys have seen some of the stuff on the server that you wouldn't think is great builds. Some of it you probably don't really like at all. One perfect example for me is this. I mean, in all honesty, this isn't really attractive in the least. This is... It's ugly. It really is, but I really, really like it. I don't know what it is about it. I like it. I don't know. At first I didn't, but I know that whenever we move the server over to a new map, if and when, that's coming. That's going with it. That is going to be in the new map if and when that happens. It's not holes in the wall for houses, little huts like that. I guess that's a bad example because I built that, but Adam's house up here, it's just, it is just, you know, a wooden box with a cobblestone roof. That's all this is. But you know what? I like it. That right there, or next to Tim, Cole. Cole has his very own unique building style, but I've come to love it so much. I don't understand what it is. If I were to build it, I'd hate it to death. But if Cole builds it, I love it. So it's not like we're like being like, oh, you guys have to be like the greatest, you know, top class builders and stuff like this. You can't use blah blah blah. You have to use certain color palettes. We do the certain thing the certain way. No, if you build, you build. You know, this right here. This is from back whenever the server was originally built. Right here. This is just a bunch of wood. It doesn't even have the windows in it yet. Still. Block missing. Blah, blah, blah. You know? There's no excuse for this, you know? But, it's part of the server. It's what we do. So, I mean, I keep pressing tab to get out of my inventory. Because that's how you do it in Skyrim. And Morrowind. Or not Morrowind, Oblivion. So, yeah. You don't have to be the perfect builder. You just got to be good enough to impress us. Ooh, this right here, just a cobblestone wall. There's not even stairs or anything. It's just cobblestone blocks. Love this mushroom garden so much. And it's not even centered. Look. 1, 2. Come down to this end. 1. Drives me nuts. But I love this garden. I would never change this garden. Random glowstone block. Actually, I think I put that there, but you know, it doesn't have to be beautiful. It just has to look decent. It has to look good. It has to be a style. I don't know. So yeah, if blah blah blah. I'm gonna put something at the beginning of this video that you guys won't know about until this part. That is a summarized version of this. Because I talked too long, and this will be the long version. For those of you who have listened to all this time, sorry, I talk so much. Hopefully you guys will forgive me. And hopefully some of you guys will want to join the server. It's up to you. Apply. We are not very picky. That's all I'm gonna say. We are not very picky. And, for those of you who, like, I know there's a lot of females out there who are, like, really nervous to ask about joining servers and stuff because they think that girls don't play video games and, like, they think they'll get shit on for asking to get on video games. But I can tell you right now, I'm going to read off how many females are on the server. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is not an updated list, is it? No, this is not. Okay, at least 7 of our members are females. And the other ones are males. So it's about half and half at this point. We've recently had a few more male additions just because, you know, people we know in person. Like my brother Tyler's friend has just joined the server. He hasn't even logged on yet. Well, I think he logged on, realized how far of a walk it was to spawn. Ooh, I have diamonds and cookies. And he logged off. It was actually tied exactly a little bit ago. But, yeah, it's about half and half. If you're a female, don't be afraid to ask to get on. And don't think that you're going to get... That sounds really mean. Don't think you're going to get any special treatment just because you're a girl. No, like, we don't kiss up to, like, females on the server just because they're females. Like, you earn your respect on the server. Although Tyler or Cole will probably hit on you if you are a female. He'll probably hit on you if you're a male, to be fair. But that's just Cole. And that's something you'll get used to. But yeah, it's not, we're not picking any specific kind of people. We're not as picky as you guys might think. But I am very worried about keeping my computer safe. So that's what all the precautions are for. Otherwise, just submit. Don't be afraid to submit. There's only one person that I can tell you will not be on the server, and that's Jube. And that's just because I know I can't trust him. And as mean as that sounds, he just has not proven himself to me. And I know he quote-unquote said, oh, I don't even want to play on the server. He does. He does, and he's not going to. He has to earn that, and he's so far off that train. It is very hard to lose my trust. It is very hard to gain it, but once you have it, it'll be very hard to lose it. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys will give it a shot. I know I ramble, I know I go on and on and on, and like I said, there will be something at the beginning of this video that will try to be a summary of this. So yeah, alright, bye.